Hi guys, it's Janet Wakeland here with project number 2 of our Guy Greetings Manly May class. This is actually my favorite card of the night. I'm not always a big fan of punch art, but this one went together so easily and it made this card so stinking cute that it's actually my favorite. And so in this packet here, this should be labeled packet number 1. You have your Smoky Slate, your Island Indigo, Basic Gray, Whisper White. You have a piece of our thick Baker's Twine. We are going to make this cute card, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, and with the little wrench just kind of hanging loose so that it can do the righty-tighty, lefty-loosey thing. And then, obviously, you can add your message to the inside of the card. And Smoky Slate is a nice neutral, so you're able to write right on it with your pen and you can see the ink. So it's a nice neutral base to have on hand. So let's take a look at all of the elements that you're going to need for this card. Your Island Indigo ink. Of course, you're going to need the wrench tools images from the Guy Greetings. You'll need the greeting that says righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, and your memento ink, so we'll need those. In addition, you're going to want the word window punch, 3/4 inch circle punch, the little flower from the Itty Bitty Trio Pack, 1 1/4 inch circle punch, and then you're going to need the tag topper punch. The angled tag topper punch is retiring, and it's an amazing one to have in your collection. I like the straight lines on it. To me, it has more of a manly feel. The other two that are in the collection have a scallop top, more of a feminine top to it. So this is a great one to add to your collection, but you're going to want to do so before June 2nd, and actually even sooner than that, because the accessories, when they retire, are while supplies last. So we have that. And we can actually just start with that punch first and then put it out of the way. The opening here is 2 inches, so I just have your paper cut 2 inches, and it's cut by 4 1/4. I like to do that to get even cuts out of my cardstock. So we've just taken and we've cut our top, and now we can set that aside. And then with our gray paper here, and there's enough paper that you can do this twice, we're going to, let's start here first with our circle, our 1 1/4 inch circle punch. We'll punch that. And then we're going to go ahead and let me just show you. I'll put this out for you so you can see along. We've gone ahead and we've punched the 1 1/4 circle. We're going to take our word window punch and we'll go ahead and just nip part of that out to give us the top of our wrench. And actually, I think I want it just a little deeper than that. Make it more tool-like. So then you've got that part nipped out and you won't need that anymore. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take your little flower piece punch and you're going to punch that first. Then you'll take the 3/4 inch punch and punch around that. That's to give us the end that we're going to put the ribbon through. And then the next thing that you're going to do is you're going to cut a piece that's 1/2 inch by 2 inches from here. So let's see, we want to go 1 inch. Oops, I did that wrong. Okay, we want it to be 1/2 inch, not 1 inch, Janet. But now I have 2 of them, so I can make a second one. That's okay. It's just paper, and paper doesn't go to waste. So there we go. So we've got our second little piece. So now we have these 3 elements, and let's just put all of our punches aside so they're not distracting us. And you've got extra that you'll be able to use on other projects, or you can go ahead and make yourself a masterpiece of the punch art like this so that you remember how to do it in the future. So those extras will be there for you. And so now we can just take our adhesive and we can put this together. And then when we get ready to put it onto the card, oops, there's a little bit of adhesive on there, we're just going to loop our Baker's Twine that I cut for you right through that. So you'll have that piece. Okay, so now let's look at the rest of the elements on our card. So we've got our tag, and actually, as long as we've got these pieces out, let's put them together. And so, and I'm just going to tie a knot. I don't usually use bows on men's cards. Not that men don't like bows. I guess it's just my my thinking that I just use knots. I'm funny that way. Maybe some of you are like that as well too. So we've got these elements here. Then we'll take our Memento ink pad And I always like to give it a test drive. I don't put my labels on my stamps. It's just a personal preference. I feel that they adhere a little bit better to the clear block, and so since I don't use my labels, I always just like to give my image a test drive so that I know which direction it's going. So we'll do that, and then we'll clean our stamps after the video's over. We'll take our Island Indigo, and we'll just stamp down here. So there we've created the tag, our righty tighty, lefty loosey, and there's our tag. So we can put all of this aside. Now with our cardstock, we'll take our smoky slate and we will fold it in half and we'll give it a nice score. You do have your Island Indigo piece that has been already cut down for you. And then what you want to do is you're going to want to take and you're going to cut your Designer Series paper so that it fits on here. I just left this dimension, the 4.5 across, and now we will go 3 3/4 the other direction. So this one is as wide as 4.5. We're going to leave it that way, and then this one we're going to cut to 3 3/4. We'll save that piece for a future project. And now we can just glue this all together. Went together nice, quick, and easy. Island Indigo is such a pretty blue. Look at that birch. Sometimes it's hard to decide what side of the paper, and sometimes I find it hard to put adhesive on the pretty sides. And I did not cut that, sorry, far enough. I said 3.5. Sorry about that. So I'll give you the right dimension in just a second. Let's just put this together while I have the adhesive in my hand. And that's where they say measure twice, cut once, and I failed on that one. There we go. So what we have here, we kept it the 4.5 inches across, and then it's 3 inches. So 4.5 by 3 inches is the cut that you want to make. And I'm sorry if I led any of you astray. And if you cut yours and mangled your paper and you really want a piece, just email me and I will get it right out in the mail to you. And I apologize for that first cut. Next couple of videos, we will make sure that we measure twice and cut once. So again, one of my favorite cards of the night. Not that the other ones coming aren't cute too. So we'll see you in a few minutes on video 3. Thanks, guys.